Everyone's favorite hypersexualized action heroine is back. The gun-toting, fashion-conscious witch first made her way on the scene back in 2010 to high praise. Slick controls and over-the-top set pieces was generally well received by gamers and critics alike. With such a solid predecessor and enough overt sexuality that can make anyone blush, this Wii U exclusive can only get better, right? We're gonna count down the good and the bad and find out if this Bayonetta is still sharp, or if these guns are just firing blanks. Terrible. I know it is. Right from the outset, Bayonetta 2 cranks its insanity levels right into overdrive, and it only lets up when the end credits roll. The game achieves a great feeling of progression with each level broken up into smaller bite-sized verses, which aren't shy about high-fiving you for a job well done and throwing rewards in the form of halos, the in-game currency used to buy skins and upgrades, directly at your face. There's always something new to see as the chapters slip by, some crazy new boss, a seemingly endless supply of new enemies, interesting and mind-blowing environmental set pieces all contribute to a feeling of high-speed forward momentum. If you've played the first Bayonetta, there's no surprises in terms of gameplay. All the best features that made combat great in the first game are back and are just as satisfying as ever. Most notably the Witch Time, which temporarily slows down time upon a last-second dodge, effectively rewarding twitch reflex and smooth skills. The same could actually be said about the entire game. The combat is action gaming perfection. It's polished into a gorgeously smooth gaming experience that's just begging to be mastered. Bayonetta 2 is a complete package, which is seldom seen these days. Sports a myriad of unlockable skins, levels, and no paid DLC or season passes to speak of. It's enough to keep the completionists busy for quite a while and more than enough for the casuals to squeeze out every penny. As an added bonus, it comes with an enhanced version of the original game in case you missed out. You'll be getting a lot of mileage for your dollar with this one.
Are we heading to Thimbleventer on a shopping trip for Mummy, little one?
Well, let's address the elephant in the room here. The Wii U exclusivity. It seems unfair to knock a game for its console, but it also seems unfair to not address the fact that it alienates its core audience and fans to the original on the Xbox and PlayStation. It seems bizarre to see an M-rated game on a mostly dominant E-rated console, and may have trouble finding an audience amongst the Nintendo crowd. But on the other hand, a sequel is better than no sequel at all, and if you were ever curious about what sexy versions of your favorite Nintendo characters would look like, and are too afraid to Google it, you can look no further. Among its abundance of features lies the Tag Climax mode. The question? Multiplayer? The answer? Tag Climax mode, in which it pits two players into a confusing cooperative competition in which you gamble away your hard-earned halos to surpass the score of your pal. Or more realistically, a CPU player. Though it is a nice feature, quantity and all that, it doesn't really add or detract anything from the overall experience. It merely just exists to fill a checkbox. Missed opportunity? Maybe. Unnecessary? The story, which seems completely optional. You play as Bayonetta, the infamous witch with guns in both hands and feet. During a holiday shopping spree, oh wow! Cool! What was I saying? Where am I? How did I get here? Oh! Cool! Bayonetta 2 maintains a lot of what made its predecessor so awesome, and in many respects does it bigger and better. With its pitch-perfect pace and easy to pick up but hard to master combat, Bayonetta 2 is a must-play for fans of the genre. Or really anyone with the means to do so, really. It's not often a game this explosive or enjoyable comes around, and it's a real shame it's limited to an unfamiliar Wii U crowd. But should you buy this game? Well, let's break it down. Well, if you happen to enjoy action games and anime and so happen to have a Wii U kicking around and are unsure what to do with it, then yes, definitely dust off your Wii and pick this game up immediately. If you don't own a Wii U but like the stuff I previously mentioned, then make a friend who has a Wii U, and then try and borrow it from him. If you're a huge fan of the first one and are so jaded by its exclusivity and are boycotting it, well, I'm sure you'll already be passing on it. And that's the breakdown for Bayonetta 2 on Point vs. Point. I'm Eddie Campo, and does anyone want to buy my Wii U?